Good evening. Thanks for joining us this chilly Tuesday. I'm Rachel Gross, coming to you remotely from my home in Kent. While we can't be in the studio, TV2 is still dedicated to bringing you your top headlines for December 1st. Welcome to TV2 Online. We have breaking developments for you this evening. For the first 2 weeks of the spring 2021 semester, it's likely that only Tier 1 courses will be conducted in person. This means that all non-Tier 1 courses will be conducted remotely for the first 2 weeks of the spring semester. The university said a formal announcement and more information regarding its phased return will be released later this week. The first major snow system of the winter has hit Portage County, with the National Weather Service reporting about 5 inches of snow. And as a result, the city of Kent has issued a snow emergency parking ban, effective at 4 earlier today. This will allow snowplows to clear ice from city roads. An updated release will be issued when the ban is lifted, but for now, roads remain pretty clear. However, more snow is expected later on this evening. Looking into your overnight forecast, those snow flurries will remain around 10 p.m., 34 degrees, and a total snow accumulation from the evening of around 1 to 3 inches. Come 4 a.m., however, the snow is going to stop, but the temperatures are going to remain bitterly cold at around 16 degrees. Come 10 a.m., those temperatures are going to rise back up to 32 degrees, and those clouds are going to break, bringing you a nice, mostly sunny Wednesday, with temperatures reaching around 40 degrees as a high. Looking at the radar currently, it indicates that snow is coming off of Lake Erie and moving east. The snow belt will get the worst of it in places in northeast Ohio and northwest Pennsylvania. Kent State announced their spring semester COVID-19 testing plan in an email sent out earlier today. Students who are living on campus must test prior to move-in, as well as be tested twice throughout the week while they are here. Students, faculty, and staff who have in-person classes or work on campus will continue to be subjected to randomly selected testing. The university also plans to participate in wastewater testing programs. Kent State announced 30 new COVID-19 cases for the week of Sunday, November 22nd, and the week before that, the week of Sunday, November 15th, they reported a record high of 110 cases. This brings the total number of coronavirus cases related to the Kent campus to 720 since July 7th. According to the Ohio Department of Health, Ohio coronavirus cases are up by 9,030 compared to the previous day, after the worst month of the pandemic. The ODH cautioned that the number is still an undercount since the state is still working to confirm cases from positive antigen tests. While high, these numbers don't break the record set last Monday, with over 11,000 cases. Coronavirus deaths were up by 119, and 5,226 people are hospitalized, a record for the 5th consecutive day. The holiday season is in full swing, and families across the country are having to make some changes due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The same is true for local Christmas tree farms. Though some things are changing, your holiday traditions don't have to be forgotten. Our reporter Alex Manthey has the story.
With Thanksgiving festivities winding down, the Christmas season is just beginning. Families across the country are now trying to find their perfect Christmas tree, but this year looks a bit different. Local tree farms have had to change business operations to handle the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's kind of strange. I didn't think it would be quite as welcome for customers this year, but it seems that most families are starved for an activity that they can do outdoors with the family.
The National Christmas Tree Association has put out guidelines for how local farms should operate in regards to COVID-19 restrictions.
What we've done is posted signs in those areas where people tend to congregate that masks are required in those areas. We also use a hospital-grade disinfectant in areas like the porta potties that are stationed around the farm, and any of the counters, the sales area, the frequently touched objects like the saws and sleds.
The 13-acre River Run Tree Farm is open this weekend and next from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. so shoppers can find their perfect tree. Reporting for TV2 News, I'm Alexandria Manthey.
The Kent Cheesemonger has announced it will be closing its doors at the end of December. Throughout the rest of the month, however, the store will be running sales on all leftover stock in stores only. They will continue to make local deliveries and website sales. For further details, you can check out their Facebook page at the link below.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Hello everybody, I'm Jack Berney with another remote edition of your TV2 Sports Report. We finally have an idea when one of the Kent State basketball teams will be back in action. That's where we begin today. After not having a non-conference schedule listed for months and having to put practice on pause for a couple of weeks due to COVID-19, we finally know when the Kent State women's basketball team will be back in action. The Flashes will open their season tomorrow at noon in Columbus against the 19th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. The two teams met last season in Kent when Lindsey Thal broke the school record for three-pointers with 8 and scored 32 points in a 75-65 loss to the Buckeyes. The team has high expectations for the season after winning the MAC East last season and finished winning 7 of their last 9 games to end last season's campaign. The 19th-ranked Buckeyes are 1-0 on this season after beating Duquesne 82-47 on Saturday. After tomorrow's game, the Lady Flashes return home to face another in-state, in-conference rival in the Ohio Bobcats Saturday at 2. And college basketball isn't the only sport being impacted by the coronavirus, as the NFL is dealing with a big outbreak of their own. And this outbreak is causing the league to continue shifting the schedule as the Week 12 matchup between the Ravens and Steelers in Pittsburgh has been moved for a third time, as the teams are now set to face off tomorrow afternoon at 3:40. This rare Wednesday game will be only the third time in the last 64 years an NFL game has been played on a Wednesday. The movement of this game comes as the Baltimore Ravens are dealing with a massive COVID outbreak within the organization, which has seen 19 players, including last year's MVP Lamar Jackson, placed on the COVID list. This game being moved has also caused a number of other games to be impacted as well. The Ravens' Week 13 game against the Dallas Cowboys and the Steelers' Week 13 game against the Washington football team will now be played next Monday, December 7th. And even though it is a less than ideal situation for the league, it should be pretty cool to watch some NFL football on a Wednesday afternoon. And that is all for my sports report. I'm Jack Berney. Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks for sticking with us this Tuesday evening. We'll be back every weekday at 7 o'clock with Portage County's top headlines and breaking news. I'm Rachel Gross. Have a great night.